Hello, my name is Yuan Li. Today I will talk about the project of CMP, and the project's name is I Am a Miss Healthy Ambassador, which is a short documentary. In this presentation, firstly, I will reflect the progress I have made with the group's project. In the previous preparation, our group had a short meeting with the character and did the pre-interview about her story. Actually, I find out that the pre-interview was a very important step when it came to the real interview, because we can find out the point of the character's statement that might attract the audience, or some knowledge about Miss Australia Chinese that the audience want to know. We can find out what kind of the content is useful in the documentary and which is not useful. And in the real-time shooting the interview, we prepared several questions to ask according to the pre-interview's content, which can lead the character to tell a whole story about her experience. And during the shooting time in the location, we set up the cameras and the sound recording in advance to make sure it works, using the log sheet to record which sound material matching the videos that is convenient for us to managing the footage in the later production. Planning the time is also important for the crew to consider because the character has a limited time to be shoot with us, and if we shoot from the day to night, the light of the environment will change, which might cause some difficult stuff for the editing, like the color grading. In the real shooting time, we filmed it twice. The first time of filming, we shoot the 1 hour of the character's daily life and her performance. The second time we shoot the interview and planning the loot, but it took a long time. So the experience I have learned is managing and controlling the shooting time to make everything works and efficiently. In the editing, as we chosen to set up the juxtaposition frame through the part of documentary, what we should do is to use the interview footage putting on the one side of the screen to explain the videos on the other side to make it sense. But unfortunately, we didn't shoot enough footage of the interview about the character's story, so that's one of the things we should develop in the future. Next, I will talk about my individual contribution to the project and the experience I have learned in the group collaboration. In the project, I made a group with Will, Nico, and Angela. My role is the camera operator. My work is to set up the camera and adjust the camera parameters, like the focus, ISO, white balance, and so on, to make a good framing. But my mistake is that I didn't focus on the character in some part of the videos. As the camera we borrowed was Sony FS5, when I tried to make the camera into the full auto pattern, and the character sporting mode, the focus would be adjusted automatically. So some images lose the focus. So that's one of the things I should develop in the future. And my goals for the remainder of the semester, I want to operate the camera skillfully and well collaborated with the director and editor to avoid the faults I've made, causing some difficulties to the later production in the project. Then I will talk about some parts of the proposal we have changed during the shooting. In the original proposal, we planned to record the process that Pei Lu Yu attends the Miss Australia Chinese pageant and win a prize, Miss Healthy Ambassador. But the pageant happened in the past, it can be shot again. Then we wanted to use the Miss Australia Chinese recording videos, but it hasn't been completed still now. So plan B was to film some follow-up activities that are related to the Miss Australia Chinese pageant. But the activities were postponed, so the second time we changed our proposal plan was to shoot an hour in the morning of the character before and after attending the Miss Australia Chinese. Actually, our idea of this project is from the South Korean television series, which called Miss Korean. We referenced it to make this documentary as we mentioned in the practice leader research. Miss Korean has a great influence on our documentary because we find a lot of examples and information about how does a beauty pageant plan and what's the real life of a beauty in a competition, which motivates us to shoot the characters' experience about the Miss Australia Chinese.